Yeah, kind of, dude. Yeah, we both kind of went through that fuckboy stage, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
But it was weird because I was single. It was understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren was just along for the ride for that one. She's like, all right.
We've
That's
gone
funny.
through a couple of
Well,
phases.
no, I guess
Oh, shit.
Lauren. What? Lauren wears them too, though, right?
No.
She
No.
did
She doesn't wear...
because you bought her the platform ones for her birthday. I thought.
No, she wears fucking Enclaws now.
Yeah, no,
She's
she
a
did.
bougie bitch
Yeah,
now.
no.
Yeah.
Dude, we were just there at Shields today looking at them, and I was like, "Good lord,
What?
those are expensive."
Enclaws? Dude, they're nice. They're
I
nice.
highly doubt they're that worth.
No,
that
they're
much money.
fucking awesome. I wear a pair to the gym. Those are my gym shoes.
You have
Enclaws.
Enclaws too?
Yeah, dude. They're
Oh my
white. They're
God.
all white. I can't wear them anywhere else. I told myself, I'm
That's
like, they're
terrible.
all white. The last time I had all white shoes, I wore them out once and they became fucking brown. So I don't do that anymore. So I bought a white pair of Enclaws and I wear them to the gym, and they're amazing to run in. Amazing to run in. Amazing to lift in.
I do need to get a pair of running shoes though.
Yeah.
I want to get back into
Also,
running.
I don't buy flat bottom shoes anymore. I mean, I buy Vans like just to wear around, but otherwise it's like
Dude,
Hey Dudes and then the gym shoes.
These driving shoes, I'm kind of excited for.
Oh yeah, I don't like.
That style.
See, that's sick.
Yeah.
I drive with those.
And then like there's these one here, I'll show you the Shift is the other one right here. And they have them in all white.
Oh, see, I'd wear the fuck out of that. Hey, Pelote?
Pilotti, I'm not sure.
Put it on the screen. Sponsor us. We'll take
Yeah.
we'll take some shoes.
Yeah, otherwise I'm looking at the MTEs from Vans too.
Oh yeah, those are nice. I have a white pair. Well, not
I
so
have
white.
3 of them in my cart right now. I got tan, frost gray, and then a dark frost gray. I have to decide which one I want.
Those are nice shoes. I got a white pair, and now they're just strictly golfing shoes
Oh, really?
because they're brown and they don't go back. to
Oh,
white.
those ones. Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, those are nice.
All right, well, hey,
Welcome back.
welcome back to another episode of the Wheels and Whiskey podcast.
Yeah. Yep.
So that was my ass. That was a Lego car, I promise. All right.
He's been doing that a lot
Yeah.
today. Sorry, he looks like a caveman, and I look like a pedophile. We'll just get that out of the way right now. So, yeah,
There you
nobody has to sit here and think, what the fuck's going on here?
All right, today is our third installment of the Wild Turkey tasting run.
Yep.
Today we got the same rare breed barrel proof that we did last episode, except this is a rye this time. What was the proof of that one?
114?
116, I think that says, don't it? Very top on the neck.
116.
Yeah, so this one's a little lower. It's 112.2. And it's a rye. No, we're not into it, and Connor isn't super into it today, I've noticed.
Look, I'm trying to keep an open mind because we just
I
got
know.
back from Grainworks. I needed more. I need more of their wax for my office at work, because if I don't put this, I share an office with 3 other guys, and if I don't put, it's not gonna focus, but it's sweet tobacco flavor. It smells really good. If I don't put one of these in my candle warmer at work, it smells like shit. And one guy just flat out doesn't like clean. It doesn't. he literally talks shit to me when I mop. Dave, if you're watching this, yeah, he literally will. Oh fuck you. He's got a wheel sitting on the floor underneath his desk, and every time I go to wipe it off, because it just builds up with dust. Every time I go to wipe it off, he's like, "Dude, what the fuck?" I'm like, "Okay, dude."
But yeah, no, we got a rare breed today, so we're gonna open that right now. Here, before we do that, if you are new, welcome. The way that we do this is first 20 to 30 minutes or so is whiskey taste. We are doing a series right now, so we're doing all of Wild Turkey. So if you're not interested in that, you can skip ahead to that 20, 30 minute mark, and we'll get into the normal conversation. Let's do a cork pop, and then we'll pour this and let this breathe while we start talking a little bit about some random shit.
This one's gonna be rough.
What the fuck? Do that again. That has like no pressure. That was the weakest shit I ever put right in the front of the mic. That was like, dude, what?
Dude, yes.
Oh, wait, there you go. That first one, we have not opened this one yet either.
Yeah,
That's kind of funny.
Oh, I see. This is what I wasn't excited for, because we found
these-
out last time that this is not a good pouring tip.
Not a good style
Let's just think
for pouring.
for a second here. How do we?
Oh, if you do hear a little bit of hum in the background, it is our AC unit. It is hot up here, so we're running AC today.
It's got a little lip, sort of. Hey, that's probably my best pour.
That is the best pour you've ever done.
I have not done something like that in a long time. Usually it's filled up to about like right here. I'm like, holy shit.
Got the top for that.
Yeah. Stick that little thing right in
Oh
there.
yeah, put it right in. There you go.
Kind of goes in soft too. Like it's not tight.
That torque might that cork might not have swelled
Dude.
from the whiskey, but
Here we go.
yeah, I know, right?
Here we
ADD
go.
Starting. So, all right. Without getting into this stuff, what's a little bit of an update? We can't.
What do you want to talk about? The Legos? Or
Yeah, sure.
let's talk about fucking
Okay, guys,
Legos.
we both have a new addiction. If
Yeah.
you haven't seen these little Lego Speed Champion sets, dude, what?
This is crazy.
It is crazy. I never thought, dude. They're 20 fucking bucks, and they're
well,
so much fun to just build.
We're gonna have to do a little cinematic of these now
Yeah, I
on the
know.
barrel. So we're missing one from the collection because when we went to which we'll also have to get. Oh, that's what it is, the cleanup process of the Porsche too. So when we went to Walmart the night before an event that we were going to talk about from last weekend,
Yeah.
we went to Walmart to buy cleaning supplies and a full ADHD in effect. We found ourselves. Well, you always find yourself in the Lego
Dude,
aisle.
I can't go to a store that sells Legos and not go check them out. Come on.
So that was the first for me. Sam ended up picking up the Porsche. We'll do a cinematic of it. The
Yeah.
Porsche.
So this is the current 24-hour Le Mans Porsche entry.
Yes.
It looks sick.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So Sam picked that one up, and then I picked up the what was it?
The e-tron.
The e-tron, the Audi e-tron from
That
Jim
one has a
Connor.
lot of detail in it.
That dude, I'm telling you, there was probably 40 stickers that I had to
Yeah.
put on that motherfucker.
This Porsche one was bad sticker wise.
the stickers pissed me off.
Actually, the Formula One car
yeah,
was really
that
bad,
one
but-
was probably fucking
Yeah, so we got we have McLaren Formula One car from this year. We got a Lamborghini Countach and the Porsche Le Mans car, and then the Audi e-tron. So, dude, we're gonna build it. Oh, let's see again.
Yeah.
We're gonna build this collection up,
Yeah.
and we're gonna be doing some changing to this background here because it's been a while. But yeah, we need to get a little bit of a shelf system set up for these cars. Really
Yeah.
show them off.
So-
we got the big Lego Porsche behind Connor.
pretty much what we're doing here is we're just gonna stop. We're doing a rebrand here. We're not talking about wheels or whiskey anymore. It's just gonna be Legos.
Yeah.
Sam Connor and Legos. And you'll pop into our next podcast is going to be titled "Build Legos with Us," and we're just going to sit here and build Legos,
Oh man,
which would
That's
be
funny.
fucking terrible for
Yeah.
anybody watching.
That would be so bad.
It'd be a blast for us.
Yeah, the ADD would be so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we. Connor was like, "Hey, we should totally build a Lego set while we're doing a podcast." I'm like, "There's no way either of us are gonna be able to talk while we're trying to do this shit."
No.
That's funny.
Yeah, we're children. Deep
Yeah.
Inside. Okay, so the serious shit now.
I don't want to get into this because we just told everybody to skip ahead.
Oh yeah. All right. We're gonna talk about whiskey for a second
Yeah.
here. So
Oh, well, actually, we need to get this this rye one.
yeah,
Let
get some
me
information.
go
on
check
that
it out real quick. But
one. Yeah, here we go. This is gonna be good.
what this episode?
No,
is
the
general-
rye.
Oh, okay.
I'm like genuinely not excited for rye. I've never really. I mean, what's the first rye we had? Was Sazerac?
So we had Sazerac, and then we had the. We just bought one, didn't we?
No.
No, we tried one that was a strict rye because it was our second.
Oh, it was the Bardstown. Didn't
No,
we just try
we tried
Bardstown?
one on the podcast.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe it was the
Wasn't one of these more rye?
I think one of those might have been a little more rye, but yeah, I don't even
Okay.
fucking know anymore, dude. My memory's so
Yeah.
bad. We've
I know. We were
Yeah.
just talking about this too. It's the vaccines.
yeah, careful.
Oh yeah, my bad. Whoops.
Yeah, you can't inject
It was
opinions.
it was just we were. It's not an opinion. We did a test.
No,
and it's what we narrowed.
it also
down to.
is an opinion, but we're not allowed to have
You're
those
right,
anymore.
you're right,
So
yeah, you
it
can't
is
have
what
an
it
opinion
is.
anymore.
I have to put my birthday in to go on Wild Turkey's website
You're kidding.
and look at this whiskey.
You're kidding,
I swear to God. All right, here.
man. So what's the next one that we got here? We got small batch.
So yeah, we're doing small. Isn't that the gold one?
Yeah, small
Okay,
batch.
yeah. Small batch is next.
And it's not a rare breed. That's just the wild turkey.
that is just Wild Turkey
small batch. And then Russell's after that. Oh no, Long Branch. Sorry, Long Branch then Russell's.
So see, they talk this up a whole lot. Wild Turkey Distillery Rare Breed Rye is the real deal, uncut and non-chill filtered. Bottled directly from the barrels of 112.2 proof it reaches in those barrels. It is the sister to award-winning Rare Breed bourbon. So apparently that Rare Breed was award-winning, which we weren't. You weren't a whole. I don't even remember, dude. I don't even remember last time.
Yeah, dude, I can't remember it. Maybe
All
it's
right.
because we're getting into a different proof style
I
here, so
know.
it's harder for us to really kind of like it.
Interesting. So this won an award, New York International Spirits Competition, 95 points, won gold in 2020. Ultimate Spirits Challenge, 97 points. It was a finalist of the top 100 spirits in 2020. 2021 won San Francisco World Spirits Competition, double gold medal. So reviews are all great. Everyone's saying 5+ stars. I'm not going to get into the taste and everything.
We'll give that a shot first. I'm gonna smell it.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
going
go. I
for a
think
little
it's
smell.
breathed.
Breathed.
Oh, that actually,
That's rye.
but it's not. That's got a lot of. I keep getting so damn close to these mics, dude.
You do.
I've
It's-
noticed
I
that
feel
it
like
gets really,
sometimes
really
you're
loud. And
trying
yeah,
to eat
sorry,
it.
I'm trying to keep that 6 inches. 6 inches.
You want like a more of a closer
Oh,
measurement?
accurate. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, like, I just gotta get up on the table.
This isn't bad for
Smells
a rye
like
though.
caramel.
Yeah, normally when we smell ryes, and we generally don't like ryes, so when we do smell ryes, the rye is so overpowering it kind of turns us off to it. Smell right away before we even taste it. But this actually has a lot of character to it. No?
Are you supposed to smell it while you're swirling it, or are you supposed to swirl it then smell?
And then you smell.
Really? Somebody tell me if that's correct or not, because I feel like I smell.
Ooh. Kind of burned a little bit there.
Well, yeah, I think you were really getting the vapors there.
Oh yeah, when you get in there.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, get in there.
Get in there.
There's a lot of rye when you get in there. Yeah, see what I'm saying? So this gas is like a lot. Lot of fumes.
All right, let's go in for the kill here, shall we? We need to get automotive artistry on
I
this
know.
side of one of these. Holy fuck. What even is that?
Honest to God, dude, I kind of am starting to like ryes a little bit.
It doesn't even have the mash bill on the bottle.
The smokiness to ryes, I kind of dig it.
I want to know the percentage. I want to know
Well,
the
let's see.
percentage of fucking rye in this damn thing. Is it 30 or is it 40 because it's actually a rye?
So this is,
Number 4.
here we go, 51% rye, 37
Holy
corn, 12 malted barley. So this is actually, might be the highest.
This is the highest rye we've had, yeah.
Yeah, so the characteristics that rye give is a lot of what Connor calls that leathery feeling in your mouth. I think it's
already
called
taste it.
tannin. Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of dries your mouth out a little bit, in your throat a little
Yeah,
bit.
I was just going to say I got
Like
just a little
after
bit
you
more
swallow
mucus.
it, kind of like shrivels your mouth up a little bit, kind of like saltiness, that same type of like reaction. You know what I mean?
I just instantly
Connor knows exactly
thought
what I'm talking about.
sitting in a hot tub for like 5
Oh.
hours. You get out, your fucking fingertips are dried to a prune.
We do have another rye, and do you know what this tastes exactly like?
What's that?
Hatch Distilling Rye on the bottom shelf.
Oh, duh. We do have another rye.
Yeah.
Hey, we should.
This tastes very similar to Hatch in the sense of the amount of rye. What's the mash on that? It's probably damn close.
Bet you it doesn't even say. It doesn't even say.
Yeah. This has a lot, but it's also like, I feel like this has more character to it.
Yeah, dude. I wish that they would just like. Why don't these come standard with the mash bill on them? Like, I don't get it. Although Hatch gets points flat out just for the
That bottle is so fucking sick.
just for having the big ship, the icebreaker image in the back going over the Great Lakes. I think that's so cool. Maybe we should do this right after. Do a little taste of that big girl.
I feel like that one, and we can because we did that last time compared to 101.
Yeah.
I feel like that the Hatch rye was ultra rye flavored,
Right.
wasn't it? Like get a little bit of this back in there, toss a little down. Like now when you smell it, now that we've drank it, smell it a little bit.
It just smells like a normal bourbon now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not quite as bad. And when you drink it, what I get is a lot of rye right off the bat, and then the rye goes away and it tastes like normal bourbon.
That is so bizarre. That was actually really sweet for a second there.
Like this is kind of like one of those. It has complexity. It changes the
Right.
flavor a little bit.
right.
Like the rye isn't overbearing. It hits you. The first note on your tongue is rye.
Right.
Like but
Right.
this is probably the better of the ryes we've tried.
I'm not gonna lie, it ain't bad
No.
after I've had one. No, it ain't terrible, which is good because I was hoping I'd enjoy this, but I just didn't think I would because I have not. I mean, this thing tasted like fucking asshole.
Yeah, well, when we tried that up there, we might have been a little intoxicated because I liked it when we were up there.
That's true.
Okay, real quick, Rare Breed Rye, the barrel proof comes in at $63.99. I believe the normal Rare Breed was $55.
Give me a check.
Yeah, we
I
put
think
it
it was
on the bottom.
$52.99. $52.99.
Yeah, and the reasoning for that is this is produced a little bit differently than the normal Rare Breed is. So I think there's a little more process to that. We're on Breaking Bourbon, which is what we typically use for most of our reviews, just to kind of go off of the nose and the palate. I'm going to tell you what Wild Turkey... Well, before we do this, what do you get off the smell?
Off the smell? See, and this is weird because like...
Ryes are really difficult to
But
get
just
that.
about every single bourbon that I smell, I get the vanilla caramel.
Yeah.
Like every single one. To go deeper into it, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one. With ryes, I found it difficult to get past. It's kind of like when we first started getting into the heavier proofs, and we couldn't quite dig out the smell or the flavor.
Right.
The rye is so strong on ryes. Obviously, I can't find much else in it.
I mean,
But
you
I
gotta
do-
have a hell of
if-
a nose.
Yeah, like hold it away a little bit. You get a lot of caramel, and then when you get up close, very
Just
rye.
gotta sit there and fucking. What do I smell, dude? I don't even know. Vanilla and caramel, like crazy.
Yeah, I do. And then when you get up close, you get a lot of rye to it.
Like
I would
maybe
agree with that.
Maybe some citrus, like some orange zest in there, a little bit of peel,
Yeah,
something like
you
that.
you get a little bit of that.
A little bit of. I mean, fuck.
Well, that's interesting. Were you looking at my phone just now?
no. Why?
All right. This is off Wild Turkey's website. The aroma starts sweet with caramel apple up front. I don't get the apple,
Maybe that's what I'm smelling. That
but
little
I get the
citrusy,
caramel. All right, just let me finish. Followed by a rich and complex layer of honey, vanilla, which we would both say,
Yeah.
rye grain spice, and charred oak underneath.
Huh.
That's quite on the nose.
That's quite on the nose. I think it's just really hard to like.
It is. Yeah. It's.
I'll be honest. Like, I think we're still trying to figure out what does charred oak to them mean. Like, what's the smell of that you're trying to?
And
pull out of
we've
this?
had 4 ryes, and
Yeah.
everything else we've had is just traditional bourbon. So this is like,
Man,
it's harder for us.
I can really get that caramel apple now. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Like, just smell it.
That
and smell
placebo,
for,
your brain is not
dude.
turned on
Smell
to it.
for that caramel apple.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, actually.
That's a
100%,
whole
yeah.
caramel. You ever have the sucker with the caramel
Yeah,
on
that's
it? the
funny.
green one?
That's funny that just reading that and hearing it, and now you go back, it's completely
dude.
different. That's why this is exactly why we try not to read this shit prior to us tasting
Hold on,
it.
but we've gotten better because here in a little bit, once we like really get into this and we start tricking ourselves, or not necessarily tricking ourselves, but training ourselves, at some point here, I'm gonna be able to smell it and be like, yeah, that's what it smells like, caramel apple. And you're gonna read it and be like, oh, there's caramel apple in there. Oh, fucking duh, that's what it smells like. You gotta train yourself. I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Well, the other thing too, it's difficult when we go on longer gaps between episodes like this. Like it's been 2 weeks since the last episode.
It's hard to get back
Like we
into
don't
it.
even remember the last bottle now.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
So it is difficult sometimes, which is why when we get to the end of a series, we try all of them again.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All in one sitting?
With this one though, we're gonna have to share glasses
What do you mean?
because there's more than 4 different types of whiskey, and we only have 8 glasses.
You can buy more.
That's fair, dude. Honestly,
How much was a box?
$30, I think.
Oh, yeah. That's 4 of them.
These Glencairn glasses, by the way, guys, I know we were so fucking hard over them when we first opened them. These are actually really solid
These
glasses.
are really nice
I really
glasses.
like these.
They're really fucking awesome, especially for tasting, like smelling. You know, You
Yeah, the
can't
smell
really-
is the biggest notice from a traditional whiskey glass.
Right,
The way
right.
that this is shaped, when you go to smell it, you gonna pour that one?
I'm gonna pop. This
Okay,
little
so
sucker.
I'm gonna what I get off the taste is I get a lot of rye right away.
Uh-huh.
You get a lot of traditional oak, flavor at the end, at the finish. I'd say right after the rye disappears, when you kind of start to swallow and it like kind of dissipates from your mouth.
You kind of get that that regular bourbon kind of
Regular
taste, too.
bourbon, and I still kind of taste the caramel that we smelled.
Right, and the leathery feeling. I get that right
Yeah.
here. You can get that right in the bottom.
It's
of
a
your throat.
chemical called like tannin or some
Really?
shit.
Is
and
it bad for you?
No, it's naturally produced in the process, but that's why like dry wines have more tannin. So when you drink it and your mouth kind of like the saliva recedes from
Like
it.
dry shit.
Yeah,
Is that why they call it a dry wine?
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
not
it's
really
the
into
tannin.
whiskey or wine, but
All right, let's see the aroma.
are we way off?
Hold on, because you don't have any left. Let me try this. We were actually quite accurate.
Oh, really? Is there something in there that they stated that you just
Yeah.
don't believe?
Yeah. Starts sweet with caramel apple up front. You said it was sweet, but I don't get the caramel apple on the flavor.
And that I don't. Yeah, see, that's where I'm having a hard time pulling it. But then again, this is exactly what I'm thinking. Is like maybe we don't know what carameled apple.
Yeah, it's
you know.
tough too. That's the thing. Like all these are technically subjective.
Right.
So start sweet with caramel apple up front, followed by rich and complex layers of honey, vanilla, rye grain, spice, and charred oak. 100%. You get a lot of that rye grain, and then it's that traditional whiskey, which it normally includes honey, vanilla, and charred oak, which that's accurate.
Right.
The
Right.
What's weird about this is the what do you want to call it? The aftertaste, like after you swallow and it's all out of your mouth, is normal whiskey.
Right.
I don't taste rye at all.
I don't taste anything.
Yeah. It says the finish is smooth and drawn out, where lingering spice flavors mingle with dried fruit and a pleasant fading warmth. I would agree with the fading warmth, but yeah, I don't get any of that dried.
I'll be honest. I'm actually like more a fan of this than I am that other one, the rare breed.
Let's while we're talking, let's try the other rye, and then let's try that rare breed again.
Do you want to try this rye?
Yeah, let's
like
do
a really small.
Let's do a
sip?
little bit. Yeah, here, pour some water in there so we mix it out.
Actually, I'm gonna.
Holy fuck, she's in there. That's in there. Oh,
Yeah.
contents under pressure.
Pretty damn good. I like that. Here, I got water.
Actually, grab 2 more glasses, and we'll pour one with hatch rye and one with the rare breed, and then we can still.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. Yeah, you want to hand me that rare breed? Pour that one.
Guys, look at us just go. Look at us just. No, you gotta do it like nowadays YouTubers and streamers. Chat. Look at us go. Chat. We're going to the moon. Chat.
God, that's so fucking. I'm sorry, that's just kind of gay.
Oh
Like
my
the
God.
whole streaming thing where you're not even streaming, like doing something, you're just sitting there talking to fucking people.
I'll be honest. There's a couple of people that I can definitely get behind, but it's like
Why? 'Cause
it's
of comedy?
No,
Comedy
it's
wise?
personality
Yeah.
based. Like they got good comedy, but like I don't know. Like I think the only two are probably like Sketch and Jinxie. I'll be honest.
Sketch is funny as hell, dude.
If you've seen Jinxie,
I've seen I've seen a little bit, and you
oh
showed
my
me
God,
some.
dude.
Sketch is he's exactly the type of our humor that we have offline here, like that we can't fucking say. You know what I mean?
yeah, he's doing it for us. All right, so Hatch, rare
Yeah,
breed.
pour a hatch in here. I got rare breed in here, and then I'll fill ours back up a little.
Wait, do you want to do the rare breed and the good clean ones?
I just did. That's a clean one.
Yeah, do my clean one, and then I'll take my dirty one. I'll
Oh
put
no,
the
I
rye
was
in.
just saying put the hatch in there. And then we'll have one. We'll each try it. That way we don't have to each have a glass.
Wait, what's in that?
That's a normal rare breed.
Oh, so you're putting normal rare breed.
I'm putting the rye back in our actual tasting glasses.
Oh,
You pour the hatch.
and we'll share that one.
Yeah, that way we can go back to,
I did not catch that.
you know what I'm saying? So here, put that one over here.
This is the hatch.
Yeah, that's hatch. And keep that on your side.
This is rare breed
That's rare
rye.
breed rye.
Rare breed rye.
And then that one that's already poured right there is rare breed. You get where I'm going?
Oh, so we're gonna share these two.
Right. Because we're
Got
not going
it.
to drink a whole glass of that.
Got it.
Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, we'll let that breathe a little bit. We're at 24 minutes.
My brain was just fucking.
Yeah, dude. Honest to God, we should both go and get checked out for ADD
should.
and ADHD.
I already know I have ADHD.
Well, I already know I have it. I just haven't been medicated for so fucking long
I haven't
because
been
of
medicated.
military, and it wasn't worth going through all the hoops to stay on Adderall for that.
I used to do ADHD medication when I was a kid, and yeah, sure, it made me. I wouldn't even say it helped me pay attention. It just shut me up. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just like this fun personality of me is gone.
Mine helped a lot for like attention. Like the reason that I brought that up is because actually like editing. Like obviously we don't have the season opener video out yet, and that's my bad. But it's so fucking difficult for me to pay attention right now.
Yeah,
and
it's
been bad.
Me too. I think the whole like for me, it's like getting over like for ADHD at least. I can't be alone if I know I need to get something done. I mean, at work it's easy because like there's
you tried
like
writing steps of what you need to get done.
I
do that. It's like I don't use the Apple Notes. I have a notes app that I can actually swipe across and it'll check it off. Like it'll put a line through it. If I don't do that, like if I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I need to go to the gym, I need to get part of the video edited, and I need to do that, I have to put that shit down because my brain won't. Yeah, I'll end up fucking
I've never done
scrolling Instagram or something like that. But
I've never done that. But yeah, at work it's hard for me to just like not do what I'm supposed to be doing on my own because I know that there's consequences. Like that's my living. You know what I mean? I need the money.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I'm alone, it's easy for me to like find other things that I would rather be doing.
Yeah, that's difficult, especially, dude. For me, recently, it's been going through a car build. Like my computer's open, I'm trying to edit, and then like Safari,
Google what you can do. Yeah,
Safari.
No,
seats,
for sure.
You know what I mean?
I'm the same way. If it's anything editing wise, like I need you there with me because it's more of the accountability thing. Like, all right, hey, let's focus.
Yeah.
You know, so if we're in here doing our thing, it's easy. But if I'm alone,
it's editing has been bad recently. So I'm like, I need to talk to the doctor.
Same.
But I also don't want to go back on Adderall.
I don't want to go on anything.
Like were you on Adderall?
No, I was on this. It could have been Adderall. I don't really know. I was young.
There's two, and I can't remember. The first one, it starts with an R, I think, an R or a V, and that one fucked me up bad.
Yeah.
And then I swapped to Adderall, and shit was great. But
I mean, mine was a capsule, like, and it had the little tiny pellets.
Yeah, mine too.
But it was so bad to a point where, like, my mom would open it. Like, I couldn't swallow the pill, and I hated it. Yeah. So you'd open it, put the like all the shit on.
How long did you take that for?
Years.
Yeah, I took it from I think 8th grade until end of senior year when I tried to enlist.
I think I was sooner than 8th grade. I think I was like elementary school till.
I could have been earlier, actually. To be honest with you, I don't even remember. But yeah, shit works. But I also hate fucking being medicated.
I hate being medicated too.
And
can't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it. It's not. It's just like I'd rather have my personality and two. You know, ADHD can be very, very beneficial in some ways. You know, like you talk about not being able to pay attention, but at the same time, you got to, flip the perspective of it. You're not able to pay attention to one thing, but you're actually able to pay attention to a fuck ton of things. You know what I mean? Like your mind is thinking about a lot of different things, which can be very beneficial. So you're always constantly analyzing everything, which to some it can be fucking like draining, but to a lot, like that's smart shit.
All right. Let's
look at us. That's ADHD in full effect.
Literally.
I mean, crazy.
Rare breed rye. We had that. Let's try normal. No, let's try Hatch first.
This is Hatch.
Yeah, try the Hatch.
So, wow, I fucking shit, and it smells really bad.
Guys, this studio smells great with the cigar wax melts, but occasionally.
It's actually bad because I really have to piss. Oh, dude.
No?
That smells like shit, Sam. That's like...
Is that bad?
Dude.
Did it spoil?
I don't know. I was trying to make sure it wasn't my asshole. But, whoa. Dude, that smells like shit. That, like, genuinely smells like shit.
No, it's just the rye. This is just one of the musty ones. Yeah, dude, that's not good. Did we drink this on an episode? We had to.
Yeah, we did. I wonder, I don't even remember.
You have it in your glass right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. It's so musty. It's so musty.
It smells good.
If you had a blind taste test, you would know 100%.
Oh my God, dude. That is terrible. How much rye is in that? Hold on. See, I got to Google this quick.
Oh, sorry, everybody. That is so bad. Wow, that smells so bad. Hey, when do we open that? It's not that long ago, like 3 months ago.
Where the fuck is the bottle, dude?
I was looking at that too. I'm like, what happened to the bottle? What'd you do with it, Connor?
What the fuck? Damn.
Let me see. Did we put a date on this? I thought we were writing dates and shit, weren't we? Okay, so if you don't know, I don't even remember if we did a episode with this. This is actually from Door County, here in Wisconsin. Wow, that's terrible. Oh my God, that smells so bad.
My brain is like thinking of a million things right now. Hatch Distillery rye whiskey.
Rye whiskey.
Can you smell my asshole?
No, I can't. I'll tell you what, the Rare Breed Barrel Proof that we tried last episode smells really good.
Dude, I got to piss so bad.
All right, let's. I'm on the website right now. Let's see. Sorry for the little bit of delay.
We might have to cut this because I got to piss really bad.
We got to take a break.
I think we got to.
All right.
Yeah, I got to piss so
All right,
bad.
we'll be right back.
God fucking damn it. What a trip.
Yeah.
So
All
which
right,
one is this?
We're back. Hey,
this
what
is
would
the-
happen if you ate a wax melt?
I can't imagine it'd be good. Why? You want to try?
That humidor one kind of like it looks like it tastes like caramel.
It smells appetizing.
You're gonna open it up. Looks like it tastes like fucking marshmallow.
We should try smoking some of this sweet tobacco wax.
I just put it in a dab pen.
Yeah, literally.
All right, hey, we're back from our little piss break. All right, so where we were at is
I gotta get a new arm.
yeah, no, we gotta get this one because we got APR and Porsche to put on. Remember?
All
I
right.
know. All right, so anyways, we got Rare Breed Rye, and we already had that. We're gonna compare it with the Hatch, and the Hatch don't smell too hot. You, it's on your side. You do the honors.
No way, really.
Oh, here, let's drink Rare Breed first.
Okay, Rare Breed Rye.
Yep.
This is the same one.
We
that
just tried this. Yep. See, that's good. I
That is.
really like this.
I actually
now.
really like that too. And that's got 51% rye.
Yeah, that's wild.
What the fuck would be in this that makes it smell like that?
Guys, this smells so bad. Okay.
That ain't rye,
All right.
dude. It
All right,
can't
try
be.
it. Try it. Well, hold on. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Should I drink water? No. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Kind of clean the palate out a little bit.
That was a little.
Yeah, I'm not sure why this smells so bad.
It smells like a sour asshole, to be quite frank.
Connor knows about sour ass.
Oh yeah. Wow. That was a good. That was like a 600 cc.
I know.
Fuck. No.
No?
No. No. That's fucking terrible, Sam. Why the fuck did we buy that? We had to have bought the wrong one.
No.
We had to.
Because I remember trying the rye and we were both like, oh, it's pretty good.
It tastes like water. But like fucking shit, dude.
Yeah, it tastes like water.
Did something happen to it?
Is it hold up to the light? Did it separate?
No. Should I?
There's no chance we bought this.
There's no way. We really liked this. We had to have got the wrong one.
I know
dude.
we had to have. Okay, guys, not great.
So we have to go back to Hatch.
All right, so now let's try Rare Breed Barrel Proof. This is what we tried last episode.
I almost grabbed my glass.
That's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's not bad. All right, so consensus is Hatch Distilling Rye is garbage. I actually am a fan. I am a genuine fan of both of these rare breeds. And people don't like normal rare breed.
I didn't at first, but
Yeah.
I actually really do like
No,
it.
these are both really good.
Okay, I think personally, if I were to have to pick between the rare breed and the rye, I'd pick the rye. But
Same.
if I were to have to pick between the rare breed and the normal 101, I'd pick the 101.
For sure, and we talked about that. The 101, because we tried the 101. The 101 has way more character in the smell and the taste.
Now, here's the thing though, is that the 101 is what, 90 something proof?
101 proof.
Oh, duh. I'm fucking stupid. So this is a whole 15 proof,
Yeah.
16 because it's got 0.8 essentially, 15 higher. So that falls. So this is barrel proof. That's not barrel proof. We're learning this shit yet with the barrel proof stuff, but the barrel proof stuff is going to pull your flavors more, which is why this is more sweet.
Correct.
So there's your
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, Wild Turkey had way more aroma to it.
Right.
It was more depth in the aroma, but these are all really great. I do agree with you. Between the two rare breeds, I really do like this rye.
That is interesting.
And it's a weird rye. It's not
is.
normal.
No, it's not. Unless we've always just drank fucking weird rye.
This could be our first, maybe rare breed rye. I mean, it said it won awards. Maybe it's good. And this is our first like decent rye that we've tried.
You know what this really excites me for is Russell's rye.
I know.
Russell's
So yeah,
rye.
so what we have left in the Wild Turkey is we got the single barrel. We have both Russell's Select, which is 10-year and single barrel.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Long Branch, which we fucking love. I'm stoked for it. So Long Branch.
I'm stoked for that
Are
one,
we doing
too.
Long Branch? Just get out of the rare breed and go to Long Branch next weekend?
I think we go straight to Long Branch and then we do the 3 Russells
There's also the Gold Label single barrel
of.
Wild Turkey.
Oh yeah.
I want a little pause, though. I want to go get. I want Long Branch. Long Branch is just so damn good.
I think
So
we
good.
do Long Branch first and then we go to the rare breed.
Yeah, I got a bottle
Or
of
the
Long Branch
single
for Quinn's dad for Father's Day, and it was phenomenal.
Really.
So good. So, all right. That about wraps that up.
That was good.
The rare breed rye is pretty solid, guys. Pretty
This
solid.
was ass.
Yeah, put that away.
I think we should just dump that whole hatch bottle out. I didn't even want
No,
it.
let's keep it for the collection. I mean, at least we got one from Wisconsin. We got to go to Driftless Glen still.
Yeah, dude, that was dog shit. I can't believe we walked out of there with that.
Yeah. All right. So, hey, we're at 41 minutes. We went way over.
We got a lot of big.
Yeah,
things
so we
now.
got some updates. We're going to start this out. The Porsche runs.
Dude.
It runs. It does more than run. It runs very healthily.
Very.
It drives extremely good.
Extremely well.
So basically the way that this worked was we determined that the DME was bad. And so I ordered a new one.
Yep.
We got a rebuilt DME from ECU Doctors, Custom ECU Repair. And they sent me one and we put that in. Right off the bat, it would not start right after that. But I would occasionally get tack bounce. So I'm like freaking out. You know, I'm worried about this. And you guys will see I actually have this part. I did record this. And this will be in the 944 Project intro video that we'll be finalizing, filming eventually pretty soon here. Actually, one of these weekends, we got to rent there's a certain lens I want. And then we got to do that drive down Elkhart.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so you'll see that in the video. I got the ECU in, and this was in the middle of the week because we wanted the car to run for Throttle Stop Cars and Coffee that upcoming weekend. So on Wednesday, the DME arrived, and I put it in. So the car didn't start. It wouldn't. It was weird. The tach would bounce, but I wasn't getting. It would kind of ignite a little bit, but really nothing crazy. And so I let it rest that night. I actually didn't even call you. That was my bad.
Right,
But I went to bed. Next day, I woke up and, what was the reason? Oh no, I take that back. That night it was inconsistent, and I was like looking it up, and a lot of people said that the ignition switch was bad. That's what it was. And I have a photo of it. I'll overlay it. I took the ignition switch apart. It was cracked. So it was cracked.
Yep.
I thought that was the issue. So I got a new ignition switch. That next day, I actually took off early from work, put it in. Still wouldn't start completely, but it was igniting at least. So now we were getting fuel and ignition, which we were not. So that confirmed that the DME was in fact bad.
Right.
And then was it Friday? Friday, I'm out there by myself. You hadn't came over yet.
Yeah.
And I was just trying, and it would like catch like 2 cylinder fires, and it would shut off.
Right.
And Quinn came out. She was about to leave for work, and I was just frustrated. And she's like, just take a step back, breathe, go through everything again, and kind of figure it out. And I kid you not, 3 minutes after she left, I go and I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, is it too much fuel? And then I was like, no, it's not too much fuel.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and I opened up a cylinder. There's barely anything in there. And I was like, okay. So then I'm just sitting there, and at the same time, or earlier, I think, Ricky had told you air.
Air, yeah.
And for whatever reason, I was on a forum, and somebody said that they had cracked the throttle body a little bit.
Right.
So what I did is I just literally rested my foot on it. It barely opened it.
Yeah.
And I cranked it, and it fucking fired. And it stayed running. And it was only running on like 2 or 3 cylinders. It was rough.
Right.
And you had not arrived yet.
Nope.
And I'm tweaking. It's like engine's vibrating violently because it wasn't running on all 4 cylinders. And then And then I finally just let it idle at that. I walked around with a screwdriver on the back and I just smacked all of the fuel injectors.
Yep.
And finally opened them up. And right as you got there and walked around the corner with it running, all 4 cylinders started firing.
Yep.
And
I was freaking out.
Yeah, we're freaking out.
We didn't film any of it.
Guys, we didn't record any of it. And I know, whatever, dude. We've been so bad with this this first part of getting the car running, which will be better for sure with the engine build and all that. But we haven't, the thing that you guys got to understand is we haven't planned any of this for video-wise. It's literally just been us sitting out there. And if we had, the video would be so fucking long and we'd have so much footage.
It would be. There's a lot of unknown with this car.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was just for us anyways.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like filming it, yes, we're going to obviously film the build series.
There will be a build series. This initial part, I think, we really just wanted to figure it out.
Yeah. There's been a lot of, I don't know, just getting it going, you know, and a lot of long nights that you guys haven't seen yet. We did have mics on us for a lot of the time, and the camera's going for a lot of situations that you guys will see here in the coming future. But there was a lot of times that nobody will see. And there was some frustrating moments too, some very frustrating moments, like pulling it out.
It's hard as hell
to
be in the mindset of trying to figure this out and then also be like, well, we got to film it.
Right.
So difficult.
Yeah.
And especially it's only 2 of us. So what is one of us just supposed to film and the other person to do it? Like you need both people. So
it's a tough one.
Yeah.
I think we'll get there eventually. But yeah, no, so far, I mean, we've captured some pretty solid shit.
Yeah.
We got phone videos of when it was running initially, the first day, the first drive, we got phone videos of, so.
And we're not going to overlay that this time. Because that is going to be saved for the actual YouTube video. So you'll have to wait. But yeah, guys, the car runs. So the reason we were pushing so hard for that throttle stop is because we wanted to drive down with that in the TTRS. So Friday we got it started. We ran out to Walmart, got some more chemicals, and came back. And we actually were up until, when did you leave? 1:30?
It was about 1:30 in the morning.
1:30 in the morning, Friday night, polishing and correcting the paint.
Every single panel. That, honestly, to be quite honest with you, of every night that we've spent doing something with that car, that was easily one of my most favorites.
Yeah.
Something about it was just fucking, I just love doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
But every day that we've spent, or every time that we've spent on this Porsche, my favorite ones are the ones where we're in the garage until a fucking ridiculously late time. And we were just like at that point like zombies. You know what I mean? But we've gotten so much done. That's
we
my
were
favorite.
both shutting down hardcore
Literally.
at the end of Friday night. Yeah.
But no, those are my favorite ones. I love that. I can't wait for more of those nights of just sitting in the garage, fucking working. We had Angel's Envy. We had some Angel's Envy.
Yeah, we actually poured it on rocks. I have rock cubes so they don't melt.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've used those ones, and it tasted like the residue came off. It tasted so fucking bad.
Yeah.
We threw it out and we actually poured some more. So we wasted a little bit of Angels, but
So neat is the way that we drink whiskey.
yeah, dude. It was just hot as fuck out, and I was like, dude, it's chilled. Maybe we can try it because we don't like when the ice evaporates or melts. It's just the water in there doesn't taste good.
I don't like altering it from its original state, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. So, I mean, the original plan was to just take the Porsche to Classic Mechanics Cars and Coffee that morning.
Right, we weren't even gonna go throw stuff.
Right. And then I had thought, well, you know what? I really want to like see the Porsche from behind. I want to see it from all angles, riding down the road. And what Sam and I used to do that you guys don't know about is when Sam had his MT-09, and even before that, the ZX6R that you had, the red one, we would ride together.
Yeah.
Not so much when you had the red one, but more so when you had the MT-09.
Yeah, we actually weren't super close friends when I had the red one.
Yeah, it was a little bit more so towards the MT-09.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had my ZX6R, and we'd ride together. We'd have mics.
We actually bought Cardos together.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, the Cardos. Yeah, those are fucking nice.
Man.
Hooked those up. Yeah, went for long rides.
The urge to get a Grom right now is really bad.
I know. But just the urge to like cruise together, set a destination. Yeah. I think inevitably here, once I get my own car, we need to get some sort of like radio.
Yeah. It's been missing. I think that's what you're getting at.
100%.
That feeling's
100%. Yeah. But that was kind of a little taste of it. I got the TTRS out. Got to drive that thing for the first time this year, which was fucking insane, dude. That car, It's different every time.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. I wish I could have had you in the passenger seat a couple times because, dude, that thing is just.
It's funny. I had the Saratoga top off on the 944, and I led on the way down.
Yep.
Well, here I don't want to get ahead. Keep going where you're at.
Yeah.
Original plan.
Oh yeah, original plan was to go to Classic Mechanics, and ride with Sam in the Porsche.
Yeah.
But then I was like, you know what, something like I can ride with him in the Porsche to go pick up the TT, and then we can go get the TT, and then we can tandem ride down together. It'd just be super fun. You know what I mean? So that was the whole plan. But then my mom, when I had talked to her about it, she had said that her and Chris were going to the Throttle Stop Cars and Coffee. I'm like, Throttle Stop Cars and Coffee? When was that a fucking thing?
Yeah.
And I have gone to the Throttle Stop Cars and Coffee one time, and that was last year. I took the TTRS down there. You were busy with something.
This guy's an asshole for never telling me how good this shit was.
I
if
genuinely
you have
think
not
you were
been
at like something.
What a wild Cars
dude.
and Coffee.
Oh my God. Probably the best one.
Oh, in
Easily the best
Wisconsin,
one.
easily.
Easily.
I've never seen one that's had
Yeah.
a better selection
dude.
or environment.
It was great, and it was the perfect mix between and if for those of you who know Throttle Stop, you know it as the exclusive one-of-one cars, very meticulously maintained vehicles. So what you don't expect to see there is cars on bags or drift cars, and there was a hefty amount of those.
There was literally a car for every type, essentially of
Yep.
every type of car culture. Someone brought a car out for that, and
literally, you had your old classics.
I know that's
You had
that's
your
how I love
tuners.
that, because I hate going to like the thing with Gatlinburg about like the outside. No, you go to Gatlinburg for that show, but like the outside meets, it's all the same cars.
Yep.
Like what was cool about this is you had drift
Literally.
cars, and then right next to that you'd have
Literally.
like a classic muscle car, and then you have a classic European car, and then a brand new exotic car. And it was awesome.
The even
everything.
cooler part too was that you had the motorcycles too.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a Ducati Hypermotard, then there was those weird
Dude, I was
BMWs.
Chris didn't see those. I was trying to explain that to him when I went for that photo shoot last week, and he never saw them. But yeah, they had this. What company was that?
Wharfs Works, something like
There
that.
was some
Works
custom
Wars.
company that took the parallel twin, opposed twin,
Yep.
BMW engine, and put it on a cruiser body,
Dude,
and it was
so hot.
a bobber. Sorry,
Yeah,
bobber
bobber,
body.
yep,
Oh my
bobber.
god, it was so hot. It was so cool.
I've been on my bobber kick lately. I think if I'm going to get back into a bike, I'd get a bobber.
I want an Indian Scout bobber.
I
So
want an
bad.
Indian Scout really fucking bad.
Triumph has a pretty cool parallel twin bobber too.
Yeah, Triumph's doing a great job.
But yeah, carry on. Sorry.
But yeah, no. Anyways, that was definitely like a no-brainer when my mom told me about Throttle Stop. I'm like, well, we have to take the Porsche.
And
then.
you found that out Friday.
That
I
would have
think.
been. No, I found that
Thursday?
out Thursday while I was at the gym.
Yeah, because that's when we decided that we were going to go there instead of Classic
Yeah.
Mechanics. So that's why there was like this rush to get the car polished. Cause, and we haven't really shown pictures of this, and we will, but the paint was so oxidized. And it was so cloudy, and it was like a pink almost.
Yeah.
The red had turned pink.
Yep.
So we had a lot of work to do.
Oh, dude, so much work. Yeah, but I mean, I secured the TT. We were gonna for sure cruise. I think at that point I had said I think it'd be fucking awesome if like we can go pick the TT up at 7:30. I think what cooler than why would you meet me at my mom's? What cooler than you coming and picking me up?
I know.
I had made some coffee then for the two of us. We sat outside, and something about that morning air looking at the Porsche was just fucking awesome. We drank coffee.
Yeah. The sun coming up over.
Actually, this is a good time to plug the coffee.
We're out of it. We don't have any more here. I got to put another order in.
Actually, I'm gonna stop at that little market that they have here today because they do have that performance mushroom there. But the coffee that we're talking about is Laird. If you have not bought some of that, it's game changing. Probably the best coffee you could ever make. If you like drinking straight black coffee, don't waste your money on that fucking other shit that's really bad for you or not really great for you. Get something that's actually going to benefit you mentally, not necessarily physically. It helps you perform, it helps you focus, and then the sleep and recover. Swear by that shit. Swear by that shit. I swear to God, you take that stuff and even if you're gonna get like 5 hours of sleep, take that. You wake up in the morning, and you're like, man, I got 9 hours.
Yeah,
of sleep.
we took that. Did you take it that night?
I did.
Yeah,
It was fucking
so we
phenomenal.
didn't go to bed until like 2:00 from polishing, and I took that shit and knocked right out and woke up, and I think we both said I woke up and I felt fine. I was excited.
I felt
for the day,
great. Yeah, and then I made some of the. And actually, what I've been doing lately is taking the focus and the performance, and I'll put it depends on what I'm doing. But like if I'm going to
Did
work,
you buy Focus?
I did. I bought the medium roast. But what I'll do is I'll actually put a base performance. So I'll put like half of my it's a reusable K cup because I have a Keurig. But I'll put half of the K cup full of performance, and then I'll top it off with Focus, and I'll get like literally kind of the both sides of it. You know what I mean? Like I'll get a good energy performance, but I'm also like laser focused. It's fucking crazy. Yeah. When you mix the two, you can really feel like, holy shit, wait, that actually kind of works, dude. But yeah, no, we made coffee in the morning, and then from there, got in the car and fucking went to Throttle Stop. But before all of that, we had the long night of detailing that damn thing, and it was a blast.
Yeah.
It was a blast.
The second side we kind of sped through, but it looked equally as good. So we probably spent too much time on the first time.
We probably did. Yeah. We probably did. But
there's a couple spots that I've been noticing, like especially on the back, we didn't open the hatch.
Yeah.
So we do got to go back and do that. But yeah, no, the paint came out. After doing this and then taking it to Chris, we think that maybe some of it has been repainted.
Yeah.
There's some sections on there that are very different tones and different finished than the rest. So I'm wondering. I'll dig into it a little more, but
it's very questionable.
Yeah. I have all the service history from 1983 until 2004, and that's when it was parked.
Right.
And there's nothing in there that's questionable. So it's like, I don't know if maybe this was like a recall thing and some of the paint would go bad and the Porsche would repaint it. Maybe I'll have to just go back through and look, but yeah.
Dude, there's a lot of big question marks in there. Like, why is the passenger side front bumper sticking out more? And the reason why it's sticking out more is because it's missing the front part of the actual plastic wheel well.
The bracket for it.
Right.
Yeah, there's a little bit of questions with this car. It's a really, as we've talked about, car's in great condition, but there's some stuff where the farther we dug into it, it's like,
like it's in good condition, but some of it is like in condition where you're like, okay, for that to be missing, that means it had to have been taken care of poorly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like for the inner wheel well to be gone.
Yeah.
And just completely off of a car.
Yeah, like the fender liners.
Right.
Yeah.
And the front of that bumper to be kind of smushed in a little bit. You're like.
Yeah, it looks to me like they hit like a raccoon on the front right side because the valence is plastic and it's like bent.
Right.
The very underside. And then the bumper is like kind of up a little bit, but it's not enough where it's like they hit a deer or a car and there's no like nothing crazy paint wise where it's damaged. Like, so it had to have been something soft, but with mass to it, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
whatever it did, that inner wheel well must have bent in and was rubbing on the tire or something, and they had to just rip it out and they left it and they're like, fuck it, doesn't bother me. That's super confusing though.
Yeah. But we got the paint corrected that night, late night, and then woke up the next morning and we drove it. Where did we drive? We drove it halfway to Grainworks that night, Friday, and then around and back. We literally, it was like 10 minutes from home.
Yeah.
And we didn't even do a shakedown. No. Still haven't really done it.
And that was kind of like a little bit of a shakedown because nothing really went wrong.
We didn't push it.
No.
And there was no crazy corners to see if the suspension was going to handle. So
we
literally, at that point, I think with the excitement of it running, we were both in a fuck it. If it breaks down halfway down to Elkhart Lake, this is going to be an adventure to get it back.
Whatever.
And we were both ready for it. And quite frankly, I don't know, I haven't asked you, I was expecting it to break down the way back.
I was not.
No?
I really just thought, like, I'll be honest, like, I didn't think anything. I thought maybe it would overheat.
Yeah.
But I didn't think anything was going to go like extremely wrong with it. And part of the reason why I had felt that way was because the engine was so clean. The fluids were all redone, whatever. Like all of it just looked super good.
Yeah.
The only problem that we were having was just getting it started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was kind of the one thing. And then, of course, you replace the things that we needed to replace to get it started, and it fires right up. So now I'm like,
that's the other thing. A lot of shit was just old and bad on it. And then we replaced all of those main components, actually all of the ignition components were replaced.
Right.
Actually, this is on like 17-year-old spark plugs right now too. I got to go buy new ones. But yeah, like all the major stuff that would go bad kind of was replaced. All the belts were redone. It was retimed. Like everything was done.
Nothing really stuck out to me, which is why I never really got that feeling that this thing is going to break down. What I did think was going to be a cause of us having to go back, get a trailer, get it, whatever towed, was that the wiring was just going to completely disconnect.
Yeah.
there's going to be no way to get it started.
So at this point when we left, we had no starting issues. And this is important later on in the story. It would crank almost every time, really no issues with it. So we got it good that Friday. I woke up that next morning nice and early. Really nice drive in there with the kind of little light fog when the sun was already up and
but you're in a Porsche.
Nobody on a road. But it was the first Porsche I've sat in, first Porsche I've driven.
Yeah.
Drove that to your place, pull in, picked you up. Oh my God, yeah, that feeling is just crazy. And then we drove over to your mom's, got that TTRS, and began our journey. And what's weird is this is a car that has not driven in 14, maybe more years.
Right.
And we got it running and just drove it 2 hours. Well, we drove for about 3 hours.
It was about 3 hours for sure.
And
like a full on car enthusiast drive. Like there's a difference between, if you've never really had a car and just driven, for a long extended period of time and stopped here, stopped there, stop here, stop there. That's an enthusiast drive. Is when you're taking multiple stops, you're taking multiple different tours and whatnot. That was the kind of 3 hours that we were talking about there.
Yeah, no, it was good. Very spirited driving on those back roads coming to Elkhart Lake.
Yeah.
The way that car loads up, like the suspension is pretty soft. It's, old cars, they kind of float a little bit. It's soft, but when you need it to be connected, right when you get in that corner, there's a slight body roll. You can feel it load the struts up, and it just hangs there, and it's tight.
See, now, and this is where I would like to this is where I question it a little bit. And this is where, that whole like kind of softness to it. Now, it would take some real, we'd have to really test it out, but I'd be curious to know if that roll that you're getting is due to the suspension being softer or if it's because there is so much damn tire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what would low profile tires do to that car? You know what I mean? Obviously we couldn't do that without making it look really fucking weird. Mm-hmm. But you could, inevitably put a, like a 235, 40.
In order to go
18.
truly low pro with that car, though, you have to get into like the 19s, and 19s do not look good on that.
So it'd be cool if we could lower it with stock suspension, essentially just like some sort of lowering spring, but I don't think that's possible. But yeah, I'd be curious to know where that body roll comes from. And my guess is, based on my couple rides in it and the bumps that we've hit, to me, based on the sound of the fucking suspension when we hit the damn bumps and the feeling of it, is I think you're getting that little bit of squish because there's such massive tires on it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're 15-inch wheels, so.
Yeah, 15-inch wheels. I think the tires are, 215 60. 215.
Yes, 215 60.
15s.
15s, yeah.
Yeah, the 60 is the sidewall.
The rear is supposed to be 225, but we stretched 215s on.
Really?
And we didn't realize, remember? Because they're eight
rears?
Wides.
Eight
wides
in the front,
and 7 in
9.
the front.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so we didn't actually realize that. I went off of what tires were already on it, and whoever had it before me
fucked
that one up. But,
nice.
I mean, it is what it is. They look really good in the rear. I have good fitment with it. But, no, so, we drove it down. No issues, except that when we left Throttle Stop, the main issue that's actually getting worse now is, at that time, it would be like every 3 to 5 attempts at cranking it. Mm-hmm. We were trying to go to Siebkens.
Yeah.
Every time I tried to crank it, the connection from the DME sensors to the DME or out, one of the two, is not being made. The tack won't bounce. I'll have to take the key out, put it back in, start it, and then eventually the tack will bounce and it'll start. So there's some type of electrical issue going on. We're not sure what it is yet. Today, it was really bad trying to get that thing fucking running.
Yeah,
a lot of attempts.
There was a good. It's. I don't want to say still because it wasn't. I don't know. It had its point where you were like, okay, this is the one where it's going to start up. But this time it was still like is it going to fucking go? Or
right. It's enough. It's enough attempts where even I said it's like, okay, it's 80 degrees out. The starter's going to burn out.
Right.
And I'm not talking about holding it, but like you go to start it and the tack doesn't bounce, so it's not going to ignite, so you stop.
Yeah.
And you go again and it still doesn't go, and you just keep trying, and it's just, there's something going on. And we found, actually Friday, before we buffed that evening, we had the entire steering assembly inside the cabin apart.
Yeah, literally.
And we discovered that some of the cables coming off the starter switch that I had replaced are actually broken, and they will only connect in a certain, if you bend it a certain way. So what my guess, and there's a lot, how many cables came out? Like 7?
Yeah, I think there was about 7 or 8.
My guess is multiple of those probably go to the DME or the DME signals,
Right.
or to the ignition or whatever, and those are probably broken as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we do. I'm gonna limp it to this weekend to Utterly Euro. We're gonna just deal with the starting issue to get it there, and then after that, I'm gonna take the cabinet apart, the dash, and rip the cables out and do some testing to figure out what's actually bad on there.
Which one needs to be redone?
Yeah. So there's that, and then what's the other issue? Oh, the idle is rough as fuck, and I think it's the mounts. So we're gonna crawl into the car and see if the mounts are actually bad. Which it's a 43-year-old car. I would expect it to be
probably
bad.
cracked and hard.
And then the thermo switch on the radiator that tells when the fans when to turn on, turn off is bad. I have a new switch. We have to redrain what's now distilled water. Right. So it's drained out, pull the switch and put a new one in. But other than that, guys, it runs great and it handles so well.
It does. The only problem is starting it.
Yeah. If the starting was fine, the radiator fans, I really wouldn't care that much.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be like a huge priority to me, but because it's all those things, I'm just like, we'll just replace them all. But it's good.
Yeah, no, literally, other than starting, dude, this thing runs better than most cars now.
And our dream of driving it this summer is it. I mean, we were both. I was
defeated.
really close. I was about to just say, let's pull the motor while it's still warm out.
Yeah.
But no, it's amazing. It's a very interesting car to drive. You have to manage it. You cannot heel toe downshift in it. It's not set up for that. It's fucking terrible, actually.
Yeah.
Shifting, it's such a long throw. You haven't driven it yet. You got to drive it.
I have not.
Shifting is so odd. And what I've found is pushing the clutch in like halfway instead of more is easier on it. But yeah, it's a unique car. It's got its own characteristics, and it's awesome. It's everything we thought it would be. It's so short lengthwise that when you turn into corners, it just like it rotates.
It looks. And I'm pissed at myself because from the outsider's perspective is what you haven't seen it rolling from the outsider's perspective. And while I was driving the TT, I was just like, I don't know. I wasn't really. I was living in the moment as much as I could that past weekend because that was just such an experience. Yeah. One, just seeing that car rolling, it's got a different kind of presence than you think it does, and it looks fucking awesome. From the rear, when it's parked in the garage, this is the one thing that I noticed that was just like mind blowing to me. Right? It's when it's driving, it is completely different. Okay,
Why?
So when it's parked, the ass looks like it's super high off the ground. Yeah. It's like a praying mantis, right? Yeah. It's got you can see almost the entire fucking wheel.
Yeah.
Just sitting there from the back. When it's rolling, dude, that rear is like low.
Yeah.
It just looks fucking awesome.
How does it look going into corners?
Exactly.
Because it's trailing arm suspension. So normally trailing arm suspension cars, they have like this look when they come around a corner. They're kind of like stanced out.
Literally exactly what you think it does. Yeah. Literally exactly that.
That's awesome. Fucking awesome, dude.
It looks so good.
That's sick.
Man, I almost want to go fucking after this, drive behind you, take it around a couple roundabouts and film it. It's just seeing that thing rolling is fucking awesome.
I want to put a Euro rear valence on it so bad. Here, I'll show you what I was talking about. It looks, I think for stock form, it looks pretty good. I wouldn't keep it that way, but here, rear valence.
Oh yeah. There's a car for sale right now on Marketplace that has that valence.
Yeah. So you're hiding all of the real issue, I think. Yeah, there's it in red. I think the real issue is the wheel, the spare wheel, like dip. Mm-hmm. That's what you see, and it looks so bad. Yeah. Yeah. I think when we do the engine swap, we cut that out so that you can see, because what's right behind it? The Transact, so you'd see the transmission. Yeah. That would be badass. Awesome. Especially through the diffuser on the back.
Oh fuck yeah! Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we gotta get rid of that little bump.
I know. Yeah, no. I think the engine pretty soon here. I'm waiting on the pistons, rods, and ring set to come back in stock, and then I'll probably pick that up, and then we will, once we have that, we'll send the engine out, because then we'll have enough to at least get the top end of the engine done until I end up picking up the swap kit. But yeah.
Dude, this is so
Other than
exciting.
that, like the 944 work is mostly done, minus hunting this electrical issue
Hey,
down.
actually, this was a question that I have for you. How was it driving the Porsche and hearing the noise that the future engine is going to produce?
Yeah, dude, that was crazy. So that's what I was getting into. So the Saratoga top was off, and on the way down, I led because I wanted Connor to make sure the car didn't catch on fire.
Right.
You know, and then on the way back, for most of it, you led. And when you got in front of me, the noise would come right over the top of the car and come straight through the open top, and I could hear it. And yeah, I mean it's automatic, so the downshifting was matched perfectly
right.
and all of that, so it won't sound like that. But yeah, the noise that made, I was like, because when you hear that, you're like, that sounds like a Huracan. It sounds it's a V10.
I'll be honest, that was the most excited thing, the most excited I've been in a while from a noise. Dude, that noise of that car is.
I think not enough people understand the potentials of the 07K motor, and not enough people understand. I mean, you don't see TTRSs at all.
No.
So I think most people don't know the potential in that engine, not just from power, but the noise and
and what's crazy is I also didn't even really get on it like at all.
You never did, because you were hanging at my speed.
Yeah, I was really hanging at your speed. There was a couple times on the drive back where I kind of let off a little bit, but I didn't want to leave you super far back. But yeah, dude, that car, it's the my favorite parts of the noise are obviously when you're going fast as shit, but I didn't really go fast as shit at all. You start to hear the turbos really kick in, and the punches of the shifting are fucking awesome. But really, it's the first to second gear when you're like cruising speed. And then when you're coming up to a complete stop and you're in second gear and you hit that last, and it does the fucking rev match, and you're like, God damn, dude.
Yeah.
It's super loud. And Elkhart Lake was when I was doing it the most. I don't know if you heard it bouncing off the building. Yeah.
Or when we were down there.
Yeah, when we were leaving, I fucking every stop sign is just second to first.
Yeah.
It was fucking just wild.
Yeah, man. It's
I can't wait to hear that motor inside of the Porsche though. Like turbocharged,
I know,
5-cylinder, 07K, dude. It's just gonna be fucking. I kept looking back at the Porsche like as I was fucking accelerating too, and I was just like, man, I can see it. Yeah. I can definitely see it. It's gonna be just rowdy. It's gonna be rowdy. That kind of power in your car.
Yeah, shit. I don't. After today, with that pull that I did on this road coming in here,
that was nice. That was really nice.
You know how much horsepower that car has?
Isn't it like 100 something?
143.
That's fucking crazy.
I don't even know if I want to put 300 in that car.
Honestly, Sam, I don't think 300 is going to stick. Well, it will. It will. But you got to imagine.
I feel like 250 is going to be a sweet spot.
No, I think we got to remember, what's your end goal of the build? You know what I mean? Like, you had initially thought wide body, crazy retro looking spec, right? So, like, don't lose sight of the 300 horsepower, right? Because when we are going to make it handle 300 horsepower, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yes, it might. If you put 300 horsepower in it the way it is right now, that thing's going to be spinning in circles.
Yeah,
right?
no, actually, like where it's at right now is like,
oh, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of.
But we're going to make that thing handle 300 horsepower, you know, whether that's with the wide body.
The other thing, too, is like with this, how soft the suspension is, and well, it's not soft, but with how the suspension characteristics are with old ball joints and all of that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, you are right. Yeah.
You know what's really cool about that car too is that with the ass end sitting up as high as it does, just with how the body flows, that car already pretty much has rake built into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the front end will always be lower than the rear end, which means you have a ton of room for a massive diffuser, a ton of room to keep the rear
said
as,
that,
as stick
the
as
back
possible.
has so much room for a legit. And when we do the diffuser, I don't want to do we're going to make a diffuser. Yeah. I don't want to do just a visual one. I want to get full flat paneling for the underside of that car and actually build a little channel.
Full ducts.
There's enough room, and we're already going in that direction. And I already see where this is leading. Mm-hmm. This isn't just going to be a show car. We both had the same dream for it. And I think that Time Attack is a legit
dude.
possibility.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I've already been looking at it. I'm like, I don't know if bags is the way to go. I think we might just have to.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
What we need is I want to sit, and this is hard because we're not in a position to contact like people and be like, can I sit down with you for like 3 hours and talk about wheels and suspension? You know what I mean?
And ask you.
But there's like so many questions I have, and there's so many people that we're around that run bad cars, and it's like, I find it hard to believe that you can't track a bad car, but I don't think you can be competitive with a bad car. But at the same time, it's like, if we bag it, I feel like we can make it handle good enough to be able to do that.
Right.
You know.
I think what you have to consider then at that point is, yes, we're looking for like a time attack kind of idea, but are you looking for an actual track time attack or the streets time attack?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if it's a streets time attack, you're never going to go over, you're never going to hit that thing hard enough on the public roadway to where you're going to need it to be able to handle something crazy, right? But if you're like, I want to track this thing and I want to fucking, actually see how fast thing can go around.
What my vision is about 60% of that Hammerhead car that was at the season opener.
See, this is where I thought you were.
Yeah, 60% of what that is, and then mostly, yeah. Like,
Right.
I don't want to go that crazy. Like, that's like undrivable on the road. You know what I mean?
It's undrivable, but it's drivable at the same time. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to cross that path when we get there. But at the same time, it'll be cool to have the 07K motor in it without changing anything in terms of suspension or wheels and tires, whatever.
That's what this like phase area that we're doing. Like, that's what I'm excited for, because we know what it's like stock.
Right.
Then we're gonna only swap the motor, and then it's gonna be the cage, the suspension, and then the new wheels, lighter wheels.
I would love to test it, right? Like, put the 07K in there at 300 horsepower, right? We know for a fact it's running 300 horsepower. We haven't changed anything else. It's still the same Porsche 944. The only thing is that now it's got a motor in it that can produce 300K or 300 horsepower. And we drive it with 300 horsepower the way that it is, right? So now you're like, wow, I love the 300 horsepower, but the tires just ain't sticking, right?
Yeah.
So now we go from there, and that's when we replace everything.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I would love to feel it stock form, but in 300 horsepower.
Yeah, and I was looking into more transmission stuff, and honest to God, I think when we first get the engine built with the turbo, if we keep it at about 200, just initial, like, we can tune it with my own computer, like a really garbage tune at 200.
Yeah.
We'll be fine driving it with the stock transmission. But I think if we want to get to that 300 and even put on a dyno, we're going to have to source a new transmission.
Yeah.
That one's not going to cut it.
No.
So I'm thinking, I had talked to you, but I think we're going to have to go that, what is it, the 016E or 06E or whatever.
The six-cylinder or the
six-speed Audi transmission. It's the same transmission. Just the internals are way different, and it can handle a lot more power. So that sucks, because I really like the 5-speed. I really do. Yeah. But the whole point of all this was just to build something that's way overbuilt.
Right.
Because we're making essentially a Grand Touring car.
Literally, yeah.
Literally. And that means it's got to be able to run. So.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but yeah, guys, that was our weekend last weekend, and it was just such a crazy experience. And there's gonna be so many more of those coming up. So there's I need to rent a anamorphic lens, and we're gonna be doing a very, very cinematic. I hate using that word now, but a very like well produced introduction video. To everything that we've experienced, a lot of the driving, a lot of what's to come with it, and I think everyone's going to like it. Everyone will like it a lot. But
yeah, 100%. This is going to get really, really exciting here.
I know. This winter we got a lot of shit to do.
Yeah.
But anything else to add?
No, I mean we got this week we got a short week for ourselves.
Oh,
Tyler T Chili, our boy T Chili on Friday. We get to go see him. So if anybody's at Summerfest on Friday that would like to come say hi, we're going to be at Summerfest on Friday. I'll probably be there early, and then Sam will be coming a little bit later. But we're going to be seeing Tyler Childers. Probably going to try to figure out how to get some whiskey in there. I know we can smoke a cigar inside the amphitheater, but the only thing we'll be missing at that point is a glass of whiskey. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Dude, we should definitely bring one.
People smoke weed in that motherfucker, dude. Every concert I've ever been to, there's people smoking weed. Dude. So
that's going to be awesome to see him live.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. And then we got to pretty much cut that night short, as it's going to be a late night with the show not starting until literally 7:30 at night. So it's gonna be a late night.
How long do you think? What, an hour and a half probably for a full set?
I'd say 2.
You think 2 hours?
I think
You
2.
think he's gonna run through damn near everything? He doesn't have that many songs.
I don't think he's gonna run through everything, but you got to remember a band like that isn't just right into the next song.
Yeah, and
track.
they're also not 3
You know what I
minute
mean?
run times. They extend
Right.
music. Yeah,
And they're
that's fair.
bands. You know what I mean? They're bands, or that is a band. So they have like actual instruments that they're playing versus an actual artist, or not. Sorry, not an actual artist, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be a good night. And then we got to cut that one short, drive all the way home from Milwaukee, go to sleep, wake up early Saturday morning to maybe do a little bit of diagnostics on the Porsche, and get it prepared for the 2:00 car show, Utterly Euro, which is going to be right here in Neenah. So if you're looking forward to a car show and you don't know of any, Utterly Euro is on Saturday. Don't bring your Honda. Don't bring your fucking Beamer. Or, well, you can bring your Beamer. But don't bring your Honda because you can't enter in the show. You can put your Honda on the side of the road outside of the show, but it is Utterly Euro for a reason.
Yeah.
So come check that out. Some cool builds. I know we're going to be with a group of
Yeah,
Porsches.
we'll have a group of all the exact same 944s. So
Yeah.
944s all in guards red. Very different specs.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's going to be
It'll be awesome.
That'll be sweet. And then Sunday morning, we got early birds at Martini Works headquarters.
Yeah. Never been.
Never been either.
We missed the first one,
which is good
because
because
got extended.
The first one, they had gravel still. So the second one now is a
facts.
That's what we were waiting for.
Concrete.
That's what we were waiting for. We didn't want to sound like divas, but personally, like deep down inside, you know, we've been making up excuses to not go because it's been gravel, and we're like, you know what?
Yeah.
Our cars are better than that.
Yeah.
They don't, you know what I mean? Like they don't deserve gravel.
I mean, Hammerhead went to the first one, so there's that.
Yeah. Well, you know, that car could be built better.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for
gonna
that.
hate that.
Yeah, they actually
hate
liked
that.
the photos I took. Did you see
Really?
that? Yeah, they reposted them.
They're good photos. They're great photos. But yeah, if you want to come check that out, I know I'll be bringing the TT RS.
Yeah.
Lauren's gonna be coming with.
If the car runs, we'll bring the 944.
Then
Otherwise, if we fuck it up more electrically, then it might not be there.
It's gonna be there.
I think it'll be fine.
We'll have the 944 there, and then we're gonna go get breakfast probably afterwards. So
Yeah.
we got a pretty eventful weekend coming up. A lot of cool things. So yeah, 2 car events Saturday, Sunday, and then T Chili concert.
Yeah. I'm doing a big push this week to work on that video. So season opener, I would like to get released probably prior to other big videos. And then we'll do some. I think I'm gonna bring the camera and take some photos while we're there. But
Give the man a break. He's building a fucking Porsche. So cool it with the fucking shit.
the attention span is getting bad. But.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey. An hour and 22. When was the last time we did a long one like that?
It's been a while since
3% of you motherfuckers make it at the end every single time, and it's consistent. So if you're
shout
one
out to
of
the
them,
3%.
yeah, dude, 3%ers club. We'll have to make a fucking.
We'll give you a high five,
Yeah,
crispy high five.
sure.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for everything you've done. I
Yeah,
love
no,
you
the
guys.
Podcast has been kind of rough. Like with this summer,
Yeah.
we planned a lot of shit, and
Oh my God,
sometimes it is hard to plan this in. But yeah, thanks for
It is.
listening.
Yeah.
I don't foresee an issue. I wouldn't have one next weekend.
No,
so,
we'll.
yeah.
I think with Utterly Euro being at
Probably
2
do
o'clock,
one. We'll do one Sunday night. Probably
We could do one Sunday night, or we could do one Saturday before
If we
the
do one
show.
Sunday, we can cover everything though.
That's valid.
You know what I
That's
mean?
valid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look out for that one.
Yeah.
Monday morning.
All right. Hell yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody.
See ya.